We have Alan Dershowitz here now on the phone with this huge news that now a special counsel has been appointed by the Attorney General of the United States, but it's somebody who's got some questionable ties, of course, with all the Hunter Biden plea deal and everything else. Professor Dershowitz, thank you for joining us on such a big news day. Your reaction to this big news?
When you have the president's son being investigated, you better do it by the book. Cross every T and dot every I. And this special counsel is ineligible to be appointed. The regulation clearly provides that special counsel must come from outside the government. It can't be somebody who is in the government, in the administration, whose son is being investigated.
And somebody
Why?
that's already cooked the books, according to the federal judge.
Somebody who had a plea bargain that I predicted on your show would be thrown out and was thrown out, and that's good. But the fact that the same special prosecutor is now going to have to vindicate himself, he can't now go forward and produce a strong indictment. Then they'll say, why didn't you do it earlier? What was wrong with you then? So I think he's going to have to justify the deal that was thrown out by the judge. So he's not the right person to be a special counsel. He's just the previous counsel with a new title.
So what does this do? You know, Professor Dershowitz, what does this do for Congress?
Who do you appeal to?
Right. That's a whole other thing. Who do you appeal to? Right.
Congress. You appeal to Congress, and you do not accept, if you're Congress, the statement that says, well, we're doing an investigation. It's in the Constitution.
So what can Congress do?
Congress has the right. They should subpoena Garland. They should subpoena Weiss. And if they refuse to come forward and they say there's an ongoing investigation, they should go to court. And I think they'll win. The Constitution says that the Congress can check and balance the excesses of the executive. And if there's been a violation of the rules, Congress has the right to determine that.
Alan, it's Richard Weinberg. I'll tell you what troubles me enormously. This is the same U.S. attorney who allowed the statute of limitations to run on the Burisma matter, which would implicate, and that's a big deal. And they had the opportunity to have a waiver, and they didn't do it, nor did they indict.
Remember this. There's a little bit of home cooking there, too. You don't want somebody from Delaware to be investigating the Biden family. And remember, although he was appointed by Trump, he was approved by the two Democrat senators. So, it doesn't satisfy the appearance of justice. Even if these are perfectly honorable and honest people, the appearance of justice has to be satisfied. And you can't start by breaking the rules. And the rules apply to everybody. Everybody loves to say nobody's above the law. Why is the Attorney General above the regulations?
Professor Dershowitz, I literally thought it was a joke today when I heard that he was the person that was being appointed special counsel. I thought I misheard it because he would be the last person.
Well, there have been too many unfunny jokes, unfortunately, and the victims are the American people who deserve objective, neutral, nonpartisan justice. And we're not getting it. We're seeing the weaponization of our criminal justice system for partisan advantage, and it's going to backfire because the other side's going to do it as well.
And the people, Alan, are going to lose faith in an impartial justice system in this country.
It's already happening. It's already happening. Unfortunately, I hear it around me all the time. And if I were back teaching, I'm sure young people would be saying the same thing. This is not justice. This is partisan politics.
Yeah, it just destroys any faith in the system. As soon as I heard it, I thought it's also going to roadblock what Congress is trying to do the investigation.
No, Alan's right.
Congress shouldn't let him do it.
Shouldn't let him do it. Issue the subpoenas. Alan's exactly right.
Absolutely.
You issue those subpoenas.
Right.
And
Immediately.
Yeah, and Comer's the guy to do it, too.
Yeah. Well, look, I'm nonpartisan on this. I don't favor either party. I favor the Constitution. And the Constitution says that when the executive violates the rules, violates their own regulations, you can go to Congress and seek a remedy there and seek to have these rules enforced and enforceable. Maybe have criminal punishments for violating those rules, because obviously the Attorney General doesn't take the rules seriously without any consequences.
Alan, can they get a fair hearing in the District of Columbia, in the District Court on that issue?
Not even close. Not even close. That's why you have checks and balances. Because if you can't get a hearing in one place, you try to go to another place.
Wow.
And each branch checks the other, and that's what we need to see operating.
Well, thank you, Alan Dershowitz, for jumping on and telling the American people the truth, because people trust you and we trust you, and thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you.